messy, unorganized, dirty, disgusting, cluttered, cramped, you name it. We all got words for it. The beginning of van life. Now, at least I have an excuse. I'm living in my home while I'm building it. Also, my home is on wheels, so sometimes I have to put it in what we call drive mode, and so stuff has to go on the floor. Otherwise, it's going to end up there anyway, in a not so pleasant way. It might become projectiles. And you have to do this probably your entire van life with some sort of thing, especially if you don't have a sink or some place to hide it in, like I don't. And a lot of us don't have sinks for a very good reason, and I will be getting into that in some other videos as well. But there is something to be said for downsizing to the point where you don't have as much clutter. But yeah, there is, as you can see in here, a fair amount of clutter. Now granted, some of it could be prevented. And yes, I've lived on the road before. And so I know the score. You can't keep a lot of stuff. However, this is the first time I've actually lived in a van. Yes, I've owned several camper vans, but I've never lived in one or built one. So this is a whole new ball game for me. I've downsized quite a lot, but it's still obviously not enough to keep my van from being that cluttered. And one could argue that I could put in more cabinetry, which there might be a few little things here and there that I will put in the next, however long here. But yeah, I don't want to be in some claustrophobic little cramped thing that is basically a hallway with a bunch of crap in my face. In most of the tiny houses, sorry, but it's the truth. Most RVs, most tiny houses, most camper vans are basically hallways with a bunch of appliances and a bathroom in your face. I can't handle that. I don't mind going tiny. I don't mind going on wheels, but I did not want that for my living space. It's very important to me to have a lot of room. I need to be able to stretch. I need to be able to breathe. I don't care if my high top has no windows. I still want that open space up there for me to be able to move around in and to feel like I'm not trapped. Yeah, and one would argue, oh, well, you got all these other windows and you travel in your van. It's freedom. You're not trapped. Well, yeah, but sometimes there's rainy days. Sometimes there's days when I just don't feel like being outside. And sometimes, in the evening when you're sitting around, vegging out, watching YouTube or whatever, you don't want to feel like you're trapped inside of a dog crate. It's kind of what it feels like, a dog crate on wheels when it's squeezed together like that. So that's my way of preventing it, is putting less storage in. And I think it's working out. I just have to really get rid of more of my stuff. Wow, what a mess. Yeah, this is what happens when we go down certain roads in my county. Some of this stuff I had purposely put on the bed and on the floor so that it wouldn't fall down, but not the stuff that was up there. Normally it stays put. I don't have an issue with it unless I go down a really rough road. Eventually, I'd like to get some sort of netting to go across there. But yeah, this is van life, all natural here. This is what happens. You go down the road and stuff falls out of your cabinets. It falls on the floor. It goes everywhere. This side did pretty good though. Yeah, it's a mess. But until I figure out what to do better, this is what it's going to look like. Yep, this is what it is, guys. Yep, van life is a big mess. Live in your van, you're going to live in a giant mess. Yep, there we go. Just like everybody says. Woo. They just don't take into the account that I'm actually living in my house while I'm building it. But hey, that's all right. You know, to each their own. But yeah, this is real here. This is the real deal. Over here, this is my laundry hanging out there that I didn't want to put in the dryer when I did laundry last night. So I got some, yeah, get to see my stuff hanging out everywhere. And my drawers here, they don't want to stay closed anyway, no matter what I do. And I don't feel like putting a bunch of ugly stuff on them and I tried magnets. Magnets don't work on these guys, so yeah, I'm pretty much out of luck. But yeah, there you go. That's a real taste of what happens when you go down the road and you take your house with you. It's your place. Do what you gotta do. Have fun with it. Don't stress over it. Yeah, it's gonna be messy. Van life is messy. But that's what makes it fun. And hey, at least we have an excuse. Our houses go down the road. They're mobile. They move. Of course there's going to be stuff landing on the floor. What's your friends and your family's excuse when you go in their house and there's a bunch of crap all over the place? Their house doesn't roll down the road at 50 or 60 or even 70 miles an hour, does it? No, it doesn't go over bumps. It doesn't go down dirt roads. It doesn't go boondocking. But yet they still got a lot of crap hanging around. A big mess. So count yourself lucky that at least if your house is cluttered, you have a better excuse than all your friends.